they look like us, me and Jay, like ancient and stuff like that. And sometimes there are people within like 6 to 10 years of us or something like that. And they're like, I'm as old as you. I'm like, no, trust me, you're not. Very rarely, like, do we see, we started our careers seeing youth all the time, and we were youth at that point. But now, we're fucking, the podcast is called Jay and Silent Bob Get Old for a reason and stuff. It's a pun and a fucking truth. So when I saw Morgan, like, roll up wearing that Kevin Smith Club t-shirt, shattered my fucking preconceived notions about who joins that Kevin Smith Club. So we were chit-chatting, and Morgan told me a story that fucking made my heart soar. That show I do, Wake and Bake, Morgan was watching it in school, and tell him what happened, Morgan.
So my school has a no phone policy. Like, you're not supposed to have your phone. I don't care, so I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, wait a minute, it's weekday, Wake and Bake's out. So go on my phone, I have these shitty little headphones that they give us, and I put it on, and I'm watching it, and all of a sudden this teacher comes from the side, not even the teacher that was teaching the class, a completely different teacher, comes from the side of the door, walks in, goes, give me your phone. I go, I don't have a phone. She goes, hand it over. I was like, okay. She goes, you were watching a video. I go, no, I wasn't. She's like, yes, you were. I was like, okay. So then I get detention for it. And I'm like, well, whatever. So I get to detention. And I'm like, well, I don't want to sit here the whole time. So I grabbed my book from my bag, which was Spike My Preloaded, which Kevin did the foreword for.
Yes, and for those who are like, what is that? It's a book that like a friend of mine, John Pearson, wrote almost 30 years ago at this point, and adults don't remember it, let alone fucking kids Morgan's age, man. And like, so what you said, I was reading Spike Mike, and I was like, what? Who are you? The son I didn't know I had. So how was detention? Right.
I sat in the back so they didn't see me read.
I'm just delighted that the teacher, she didn't look at the program you were watching, she didn't see it.
No, I turned my phone off before she could look at it.
Thank God, bro, because you're too young to be like, she'll be like, you're being groomed, Morgan. You're watching this adult talk to you and he's grooming you or something.
I've worn this shirt to school several times.
And they're like, who is that?
They don't ask questions. I mean, kids do all kinds of stuff in my school, so I don't, I get my work done. I don't think they care as long as if I wear a shirt. It doesn't say big boobies and got them on it. It says that.
Hold on one second. Can you write down big boobies? Yeah, we need to make a shirt, big boobies. That's a good idea. Put it right on a shirt, and people are like, I agree with that. You asking my opinion? Yes. I was so delighted to see you walk up because it was like looking in a younger mirror. How old are you?
13.
13 years old, man. When I was your age, I was into stuff that was like, that other kids my age were not into. Like, I love this movie called The World Before the Garden. I tried to get, my dad took me to see it. It was kind of like more of a grown-up movie. And I tried to get my friends into it, and they were like, you're out of your mind. This is a grown-up movie and stuff. So I know what it's like to, I was gonna say, I kind of know what it's like to be like a version of a Kevin Smith fan, but I literally know what it's like to be a Kevin Smith fan because I am one. And I know the weird looks you get when you tell people, like, I love Kevin Smith. I get a lot of weird looks for saying that because they're like, ew, you are Kevin Smith. But positive reinforcement is a big part of my programming stuff. When you rolled up though and you were just like wearing that shirt, I was like, oh my God, man, it's me. This is your future. I'm gonna take it in. Like, sometimes it's cool, sometimes, it's, sometimes your wife doesn't like it that much, but she loves me, Morgan, like for me, but she's not what I would call a Kevin Smith fan. Like you, like she would never wear that shirt. Neither would my own fucking daughter. And I don't know if you heard, but I'm spending a lot of money to bring her to Disney.
I want to go to
fucking, you know what? You're coming. Bring him, goddammit. Based on this, I'm gonna, when I see my kid tomorrow, or Monday, because I get there late in the day. I don't know if I'll see her tomorrow night, but I'm definitely gonna see her Monday morning. I'm gonna fucking, first we're gonna take this picture, and then I'm gonna tell you why. Here, come in, stand up, let's take a picture. Well, fucking entertain them or something.
I was waiting to see if you wanted me to help you take the picture or something. Right? I was like, all right, does he want me to get in it? What about me? I want to be part of this.
I'm gonna show my daughter that picture and be like, this is the child I wanted. I say, now listen, man. All you gotta do is wear this t-shirt, because I brought one of those, and I'm gonna see if she'll wear my face on her chest. She won't. She makes fun of me for wearing like my face on my chest. She's like, Dad, it's so cringe how you wear like Jay and Silent Bob shirts. And I'm like, I can't fucking expect somebody to wear a Jay and Silent Bob shirt if I won't fucking do it. I was like, and you want to make fun of somebody, Jay lives in these free fucking shirts.
I love these motherfuckers. They're soft and
They're very soft.
I don't have a Kevin Smith Club though shirt, bro. What the
Well, you know who runs that Kevin Smith Club? Your wife. Ask her.
I will totally wear a penny. I'd like your face on me.
I would love you to wear my face all over the fucking club. Morgan, who turned you on to this Jay and Silly Bob nonsense?
It was my dad, but I was scrolling through iTunes, and I see Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I'm like, that looks like a funny movie. I was probably about 7. Nobody call the cops, please. I am okay.
He's a fine father. He just.
I am okay.
So far, shit's working out for Morgan. But I'll be honest with you, Morgan, 7's way too young. But although now I think about it, like when I remember showing the kid the movie when she was little, she was like, we made the movie, she's in it. And she was about 1 at the time we made it, right? So I remember we showed Harley with the volume down. And like it blew her mind, because we're like, that's you, that's baby you. And she got really freaked out by that. And she couldn't express it, but it felt like she was like, nobody asked my permission. How the fuck did I wind up in this and shit like that? But when she got to, with the volume down, it was very colorful, and she like chuckled a few times. And I realized, oh, this movie's made for kids. Because it kind of was. Basically, if you strip everything away, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is the Muppet movie with curses. So I can't wait to see the kid and be like, look, I need you to meet your new brother Morgan. And I need you to take a page out of his book. It meant the world for me to see you today and for you to come up here. Thank you, my friend. Give it up for Morgan, everyone.
Love it.
You interact with a cute youngster all the time because you have your own, but